Guys, welcome back. We're here and we're painting our bluegills. Now, why they call them bluegills, I don't know, because they look kind of green and orangey to me. Maybe that was the easier name for them. I don't know. But what we're going to do is we're going to do our male fish first, which is this guy. He's the bigger of the two. That's what we made. Female's more plain colors, I was told. Danny Harris is the guy that I talk to the most when it comes up to my fish products reproductions, because he knows a lot about it, and I enjoy having people like him, give me good advice. So what I did was I took a couple of greens and I mixed them together to form sort of like it's almost like an army green, and that's basically what I'm looking for, is that darker, kind of color green. We're gonna first coat our fish in a green. I was thinking that's the way I'm gonna do it. I don't know. I always say light to dark, but today, the hell with it, I'm going this way. Different camera angle. This way you can see what I'm doing. We're just gonna be laying on our green first of all. Again, we're not looking for detail. We're just looking on putting some good coloring all the way through, from the fins all the way out. Sort of give it a base color of our green, just to hide the white. There is white in the fish, but right now we're looking more of it being green. Some greens, some blacks. I guess there's a tinge of blue in there somewhere. I don't know. We'll see what it looks like when it comes to light. There's also, this fish has like a striping effect also. I always find that funny, because they always, to me, every fish that has that stripe effect almost looks like a bass. I don't know, maybe I'm just not the fish, the fish guy, the fish guru to talk to about it, but that's just the way I see it. And again, we're going to try to get our colors both angles, because that is important. So like I said, we're just laying color down, as you can see. Laying a good base of green everywhere to start it off. Now I might have went too heavy with some of the primer on here. That happens sometimes, lots of times I guess with me. But I sanded it down first, so that's important to know. I did sand down my fish, just a light sanding. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna cover both sides, up, back. All right. So now we're gonna hit this with some crazy ass orange, and the orange is gonna be more for under the belly. And it's gonna be sort of up into the front part here. Also the fins, the top fins here will be thin orange, like so. All right, so we're gonna let that dry and we'll be back. So we got this far with our fish. He's a little bit dark, he's a little bit bright. I want to put some yellow, so we're gonna use some washes. And when I do washes, I mean, just like everybody else, we just put our paint on. Look, I reduced it really, really greatly, like really good. And I put some reducer actually in with it. So we're just gonna add this onto our fish like this, like so. All right. And then give it a couple of seconds to dry, I guess, maybe a minute or so if we have to. I'll just do one side with you. You can see the yellow on it. Put the paintbrush down. And then we just take a cloth and we're just gonna wipe it off, so that just some of the yellow stays in, some of it doesn't. You can see it makes a little bit more of a difference. It does. It's a little bit. It takes out the coloring, the bad coloring, I guess, the darker coloring. of the green, just to lighten it up kind of thing. And again, make sure you let your paint, otherwise everything else, dry really well. You could use a sponge, you could use a cloth, it's up to you. I'm just going to cover them in a wash of yellow, and then again let it dry for a second or two, and just take a damp or a dry cloth, and then I just pat it down so it takes off some of it, not all of it. It's what happens if it's not dry properly, it'll take off a lot of paint. But this is okay where it is right now. It's taking off paint because that's going to be white anyway. We just don't want to lose all the green we put on there. That's why you don't rub it off. You just kind of pat it. Okay. So we'll let this dry and we'll show you what it looks like. And then I'll do the other side. Hey guys, so I was just having so many troubles with trying to paint these guys up. I don't know what the hell I did wrong, but I'm not really overly happy with it because, I don't know, look at that. What the hell is that? There's a mess there. It's just, oh. So anyway, this is my bluegills, and they look like shit, but whatever. There's the male, that's the female. It's supposed to be really colorful, but I didn't capture that at all. I just sprayed it with some crystal clear varnish for now. Hopefully that the next step of it will be, you know, I will build a base, and maybe I'll build it so that it kind of hides the mistakes. I don't know. I tried. That's the best I could do, is I could try, right? So again, you know what I always say, if I can do it, you can do it. And that's just the way it is. So we choose our own path, and this is what I'm doing, is I'm choosing this path to do this kind. More practice, the better you get. It's fun. It's frustrating when you don't know what you're doing the best. Like, you don't, you know, you try. I'm doing everything on a budget. Kind of. But anyway, stay tuned for the other part. We'll try to camouflage all this kind of mess, whatever, but it'll still be part of the fish. I know it's a little bit dark. I don't think fish are supposed to be that dark, but I tried. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next one, eh? See you later.